I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I can't tell if I'm making my camera shake because I'm... Oh no! My headphones were not plugged in. Hello. I had a realization right before I started that I probably should have done before I started streaming, but oh well. The problem is that it's fucking impossible to balance the audio in this game because I can't make the battles not sound right while also making the voices in cutscenes audible. This is a stupid fucking problem because I just remembered that these levels actually exist. And I can turn down everything that isn't voices. There we go. I'm very smart. We can all agree that. Anyway. We'll worry about that when we actually get into a cutscene because I'll pay more attention to audio. And unfortunately, it's kind of hard for me to balance that without having a cutscene to listen to. But for now, when we left off, we were getting betrayed. I forgot to update my notes before I ended stream last night, but I did actually go back and update them. The update wasn't that big. I basically just went through and I added in some details about the Warriors of Darkness and how there's 13 worlds and everything. Did I actually write in... I don't think I wrote anything about Urianger working with the Asians. Where do I even write Urianger? I guess I wrote him over here. I don't feel satisfied entirely about this note, but this is just what I'm going to go with. And the fact that it's a little bit messy is fine, because it adds flavor. Anyway. There we go. I'm ready. Let's move on. Let's go get betrayed. Yay. Yay. Alright, we should finish out this expansion with, we should finish this expansion out, with, the machinist, probably. Get that squared away right quick. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me, it's been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianger? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head, and now more than ever. Listen, Deca, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. You know, it didn't really occur to me before, but I just realized that the Warriors of Light, there's like 5 or 6 of them, I don't remember. But there's only one Warrior of Light, me, in this dimension. That we know of. Then again, you could argue that anyone with an Echo is a Warrior of Light, technically. What's going on there? Like, people call me the Warrior of Light, but that's just a title they gave to me. I'm not actually, like... that unique. Am I? I don't know. Alfie, know what's good. So, 2 of you. We are reliably informed that members of the Alamigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Deca, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of the town? Alize and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. I really should have gone west, because west includes the village elder who would tell me anything because I saved a bunch of people's lives, but they need the drama, so I understand. Let's see, we got some peeps to talk to. Oh, I think I actually recognize Seafade for some reason. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart, he's also inspired more than a few old Dons to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. Okay, I don't know who the Griffin is, but that sounds important. I see you there, going around asking questions. Looking for the Griffin in his lot, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of little Alamigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Garleans. And what's under that mask is, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, what with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. Hey, boys. That is an emote. Oh, it's a lurk emote. Oh, no. I thought it was just squished flat. I was concerned for the health of that cat. Is that a cat? Oh, it's just a little creature. It's just a little guy. The resistance. Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be any use to them. If you're set store by all those tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. What? If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. What? But I'm too old for the mask's bedtime stories. This is our lot. It's time we got used to it. I guess that's some way of saying, like, if you believe the rumors of secret weapons or something, it's just phrased old. Oh, it's a robot. Ah, you see, it makes sense when I see their head. Ah. That one to me. I suppose I should have asked what you learned, but I think I already know. This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks. Yet, despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them, only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while we're at it. Given that you and Gunderbold are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Oh hey, it's the thing I said we should do. That high emote is so cute. They're so excited. Oh. Alright. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Dega, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. Hey, you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin? I know of him, as do we all. He and his mass have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I've not forgotten Willred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the Sucking Temple of Cairn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Alright. That's some bullshit, ain't it, LSA? I appear to have beheaded Barrage on a tarp, which is kind of impressive, really. Alright, Sunken Temple of Karn. I've been there before. I remember. This is the dungeon that has that pain in the butt. Those pain in the butt pedestals that you have to kill enemies on. Are we required to do it again? Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Okay, we just get a cutscene. Okay. I thought it might be like the extreme version, not the hard version of the trial that we had to do last night.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same.
Oh, son of a bitch, I know who this is.
We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains.
This is definitely Ilbert, isn't it? I had to check my notes to make sure I knew the name, but...
We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more!
Woo, yeah! That's a mean character if I've ever seen it.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Oh, ain't that convenient. I was wondering when they were going to show up.
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Ain't that a convenient son of a bitch.
Well, well, this is quite the surprise.
We just stumbled onto them?
What I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
It is not strength of arms that will win this battle.
I like the speech going on in the background. That's just really funny to me for some reason. Okay. I need to mess more with my audio, though. But now, I know a good level. Finally, almost two full expansions into the game, if you count AR as expansion, which fuck you, I'm doing. Finally, I'm almost about to have my audio balance. It only took this long. Let's see. System config. I think that this should be good. Just going off of stuff. Alright. I'm hoping this is all right. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you! Though it was pretty obvious you and Deca would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. If you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? It's a fucking good question. Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raubon had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link perils as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gathered from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought that this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we've also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. Yeah, that's fucking wild. I wonder why that would be the case. The Griffin mistrusts the science of the Seventh Dawn. It's Ilberd. We all know. It's just Ilberd. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man who we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome his support. I should say the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. 'Twould not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. Okay, fan-fucking-tastic shot. I'm sorry. Just the shot of everyone just staring at her. Very excellent comedy. Fantastic. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one. And mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind that. To get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now you've heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? And then a bus passes while I explain everything. A summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin? Well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The Master made many such claims of late. I confess I'd assumed it to be a mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, It is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. And if anyone tries to stop us, their answer to me. Indeed. That is, assuming you'll have us. Well, of fucking course, you're science, ain't you? Get wrecked, Ida. Get fucking wrecked, Ida. I'm sorry, there is something, is it just me, or is there something incredibly funny about the fact that Ida is wearing a mask, but like, just open shirt, mini skirt, thigh high, like, it's all out there except the face, which I kind of respect in a funny way. I actually don't know why she wears a mask. I assume there's a side quest about it. Good news, my Mahjong rating freefall has ended. I bless. Wait, do they have linked Mahjong in Final Fantasy XIV? If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the master plan in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alfino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms to a noble cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements, and testifies to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part that we might maintain the charade, until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot, and have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? You can unlock a special portrait if you have 2,000 ELO in Mahjong. Fucking fantastic. It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Deca, let's be off. Well, shit, Pablo. I'd love to sabotage the Resistance. Well, we're not sabotaging the Resistance. To be fair, we are sabotaging the Resistance, but for good cause. They're doing some fucked up shit. They need a little bit of sabotage, or else it's going to be a whole problem. You want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Yeah, here's a shit ton of gil. Well, you're the ones with the gil, and seeing as how you're friends of Poplimo. There, Tunica stops for the both of you. Tailored and, treated to your taste. Now, off with you before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Alright then, I will go and change and see what the spot Poplimo marked on our maps. It would be very funny to see, like... Wait a second, I just realized something. Can I get, like, posters of Final Fantasy XIV maps? Come on, someone's gotta have posters. Like a poster quality version of the world map or something? I'm sorry, I'm so curious. Someone's gotta have one. Final Fantasy map posters on the Redbubble. Okay. Yeah, alright, there are like world maps that some people have made that I'm assuming are just kind of upscaled versions. I hope they're upscaled versions of the world map. Well, whatever. While wearing the weathered shepherd's tunic and slops. No, I just got rid of those! Are these the same clothes that I had to get rid of so long ago? Oh my god, these are the same clothes I had before. I wonder what would have happened if I was like, yeah, I already have those. Because I recognize the weathered... I recognize... What the hell? This doesn't seem right. Hang on. But they give you new ones if you need them still. Alright. Sorry, I do not look the part. I'm unequipping that. And I'm going to swap out these legs because it's going to bug me otherwise. I won't bother swapping out my... I won't bother swapping out all my jewelry and stuff, but, like, you know. God damn it. Where's some good boots? That'll work in a pinch. No, that's too nice. That's better. No, that's too nice. Let's go with these. These will work. A little bit silly, but they'll work. No, no, no. I'm sorry. I have to go with these boots. They just fit the outfit better. Maybe a little bit silly, but they fit the outfit better, I think. Alright, Baj, you go have fun. I'm not. My gun stays with me. Well, look at us. A pair of down-at-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice. Alfie, no, you're 15. You don't have... You can't have past glories. In the character of what we're doing right now. Alfino has a lot of past glories for someone who's 15. But in this context, no past glories. And now we play the waiting game. Alfino is 16? Well. Neat? I don't know. I like that we're trying to corner him, but we're cornering him in the middle of a field.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Emulger?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Alright, time to go fuck up the Emulger.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
Oh, this isn't gonna end well, is it?
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago.
Oh god, I feel like I shouldn't recognize
On
who this
behalf of my
impersonator
brothers
is
and
then.
sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
The fuck is that? Presence of a powerful mark. What? What is that? I've never seen that text in a cutscene before. Is that a glitch?
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
I didn't know Ida was from Alamigo. I feel like that was something I got told a long time ago and I just forgot about it. Anyway, am I about to spawn with a fucking dragon or something? Am I good? My god. The bees! Alright, they're dead. Oh, I see this. They actually put... Huh. Alright. Quarry Mill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if it matters. I've long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward. So let's keep moving forward together, Dekka. We must find and secure those crystals. There's no time for looking back. I'll just take the gold. Go there for fun? Eh? I'm fine, honestly. I'm assuming it's a level higher than for me. And I'm not going to keep them waiting. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zarark, ready to be put to use by the Emulger. We must appraise Alice of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. I am so sweaty. God bless Alfina. Okay. Let's get changed back. We're in the middle of this field where no one will see us, obviously. That's very important. The level 50 S rank, I just don't really care. I'm sure that like 100 hours from now I'll be like, God damn it, why didn't I do it? But whatever. Alright, thank good is here. Finally. Hey, thank good. We found the last two signs of the 7th Dawn we didn't know about. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings? You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papillon were here all along? Well, Stoller will be relieved. And also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zarak without delay. Agreed. If there is naught else to discuss, let's depart at once. Let's do it. I'm wandering into a trap. Let us go. And so they go forth in accordance with the Griffin's plan. Why is neck so long? That should have been the first hint there with Urianger. That long ass neck. Like Jesus Christ, my man. The players gather to assume their marks on a stage wreathed in flames. Ere long, the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Seriously, that neck is fucking long! Naught else remaineth, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized. For never shall we know its like again. Urian Giraffe sent chat. Yes, very funny. And I just kind of... What is orange text anyway? Whatever. I didn't realize that shout was like zone wide. That's pretty funny. That makes sense, but you know. That is a big tortoise. Hey, Bryce. I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Upon proceeding to the Bowl of Embers, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Shit! Alright, we end this as a machinist. You know how else we end this? We end this making sure my water bottle is full, my notes page is open, and I should probably write down who the Griffin is. What was the guy's name? Ilban, I think? And that's 2 words, I think? My notes page should be Ilberd. And it's 1 word. Beat it. I mean, yeah, there's no way that Ilberd isn't the Griffin. I would bet money on it. Like, who else is it gonna be? Let's be honest. Won't show his face. Militantly set on the freedom of all amigo above all else. Like, we don't have any other character that fits that description. And it's not gonna be someone we don't know. Confess. Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's do it.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Someone's gonna die.
Not willingly, no.
Oh, I was expecting an ambush, yet not really one.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
We should go.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the Warrior of Light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange! Wouldn't you agree?
This is a pretty good VA.
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
Aw! What a good boy.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alize!
Okay.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was.
Okay.
My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
So what is your class? Okay, I'm into it.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Red mages use swords? What?
Let's finish this.
Alright, here we go. Red mages use rapiers. Yeah, fair enough. Girl just tanked a fireball, then said, I'm gonna fuck you up. And let's be honest. Good for her. Wait, what happened to the healer I was just... Okay, I have to kill him last. That makes sense. Did I already kill the healer while I wasn't paying attention? Because to be honest, I wasn't looking at her health bar. Did she actually... Did she actually die that quickly? What happened? I literally wasn't looking. Did she actually just die that quickly? I'm sorry I hit the wrong combo button. Shit.
There's no escape.
Oh hey, she is alive. Yeah, she does actually just have that little health. Fair enough. Well, kill her again. Why not? I should not have used my turret on her, but oh well. Okay, so do I have to knock them all down in quick succession then? That's kind of interesting. Let's try that. Get fucked, buddy. Oh, no, I'm buddy. I felt really confident about that.
No more games.
Okay, I guess maybe I have to kill him. Oh, that seems bad.
It ends now. What?
The chains!
Oh. What?
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
Welcome to the party, Alfino. I mean, I never saw his face before, so this isn't much of a
Mine
reveal.
apologies, Master Alfino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us.
I was fully believing that he had turned against us.
I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady.
That's a JoJo reference. That has to be.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell.
Thank God we're in Dragon Ball time and we can have this whole
I cannot
conversation.
do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
Using the power of friendship.
Make ready! They come!
Alright. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting Urushei to be a good guy, which might be on me. Do I trust him yet? No.
I must have more ether.
Always kill the healer first, what can I say? I'm nothing if not aware of my own flaws. How's my battery anyway? Pretty good, but I might as well save it. This guy's about to die. So can I shoot this guy? What is giving my ether? What does that mean? Is there something I'm supposed to be doing? What does that mean? What do I have to do? Do I have to use? What do I do? Is there a step on these maybe? No? Okay, okay, there's definitely something I'm supposed to be doing. What the fuck am I doing? Click the blade. What blade? Interact with the words blade of light. I'm so sorry. I don't see. I'm being pause. I can't pause. It's an MMO. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, okay, hang on. Just mash forward while we look at the thing. Okay, it's not on my ability thing. Over here, warrior darkness, night darkness, blah blah. It's not there. Fairy decade, give me a thing. Blade of light, blade of light. It's the literal center of the screen. Warrior Darkness, Knife Darkness, Thancred, Devout of Darkness, Urion J, Alfino, Deca Salvo, Alice, Channel Aether to her blade. Will, literally behind Alfino. Wait, what? What am I what am I missing? Someone's gonna have to take a screenshot and post it in the chat because I literally can't see what you're talking about. What am I missing? What am I missing? Somewhere, okay. I was right here. Blade of Light. I see it. I see it. Okay. It took me a second. To be fair, it's the one piece of gray text in this entire fight, which is kind of hard to see.
It's not enough.
Okay. Like, I get it, but also, like, there's never been a situation where I've had to see that before. Fuck, now I'm forgetting all my buttons. Okay, so just need to watch out. Oh, there we go. Can I not? Oh, not yet. There's some pool of fire or something there that seems like it. Do I have to wait for that to go, or nope? Let's just try it.
Feel it. Just a little more.
I apologize, but also I refuse to take the blame.
Hurry it up, neighbor.
Also, fun fact, we're getting canonical names for everyone, so that's nice.
Courage, friends.
There we go. Alright. Chat, Will, press any key. Will, that isn't on my keyboard. I don't know what you want from me. Besides to look at the screen that's in front of me. To be fair, when there's a lot of glowy shit happening...
It's done. With this blade, I banish the darkness.
It's fine.
No. Not like this.
In my defense, I have been trained to ignore text by MMOs. Like, that was stupid, but that wasn't as stupid as y'all make it out to be. Not when I'm panicking and trying to do my damage rotation. There was no symbol. It was just text in the middle of a bunch of glowy shit. In the middle of a bunch of other text. And it was the one not colored text. And I can rationalize however much I want, but that was very stupid, wasn't it?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
I'll be honest, I expected Alizé to
And
just...
there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
I expected Alizé to just rip off her cloak, pull out a giant fucking great axe, and go full warrior on everybody. That's kind of what I was expecting.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
That's my dishwasher in the background, if you hear that.
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Oh.
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Oh.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Ooh, you never figured out how to kill Ascians in your timeline, did you? Well, you're in for a rude fucking surprise.
Wait!
And then everyone just stops.
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
Stone-faced
We were
Urianger.
just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread. And soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
I'm not going to bother with writing down with element Theolar because that's just a detail I do not care to keep track of. But it's a detail I care about. Also, of course, the
To have known
conjurers
the
are...
depths of sorrow and embrace the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Oh, hey, so y'all get to experience this too. That's fun for you. Welcome to heaven, I guess.
What is this place?
pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
I said we were in heaven.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
What? But...
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Hydalin's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
I didn't cry. I got close. Oh, wait, nope. Alright. I got really close to not crying. But I can feel there's like one like half tear that's like just out of the tear duct. My eyes are teary. It's like it's not running down my cheek, but it's just far enough out of my eye that I will say that I cried. Okay, fine. Fuck. Damn it, no. Everything else was like good storytelling, but like the little like thank you Lamine and then the arm just dropping and then the one tear like, oh fuck. Damn it. Oh no. Fuck. Anyway, what was this clip that Toucan's got? I need to see something funny real quick. Oh, it's... Get fucked, buddy. Oh, no, I'm butt. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Very good that they lead you along with a bunch of layup plot twists and then hit you with Minfilia. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in my brain, I was like, oh, we're setting up for Stormblood. I didn't expect this to be, like, tied up with a bow. So I wasn't expecting it to resolve. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Where do we go from here, then? It would seem we're in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia's doing, no doubt. May the 12 speeder on our way. And the Warriors of Darkness, too. I can't help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. Yeah. The idea that the Warriors of Darkness is in... Again, minor nitpick. That Ranger girl was a real dick. She was very happy about the slaughter. If she was just toned down like a little bit, I would have no complaints. Her, like, over-eagerness to kill people and, like, have fun in it just took it all down a notch for me. Everyone else, great. Yes, she's very hot. But that one detail just knocked it down just a little bit. That's the reason it's a 9.5 instead of out of a 10. But you know what? I will give it to them. That is the best conclusion to a plot line they've had in this game, like by far. Oh, I don't care about Membrita. I'm sorry. I just don't. Forgive me. My thoughts were elsewhere. And this one I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go back into Zahark and secure them. The Amalja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They are not like to notice a lone bard skulking about. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know. But I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I don't remember the Paladin being that bad. I should go and find Ida and Paplimo. They must have finished searching the mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. You must be tired, Dekka. I know I am. If thou wilt permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness and the Ascian in white at the great library. I tried not to think the worst. You never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way. Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. I understand why you did what you did. that you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have had the courage to make that choice. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Dekka, forgive me, but I believe the events of this day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee into the refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior of light. He just has some creepy expressions. Yeah, that I can understand. They did get a little bit murder happy. Even, like, the biggest, like, stretch in terms of actual action is the main guy, Arbert, throwing hands at Heidelin is, like, I would define as the biggest stretch in terms of an action actually taken. But even that, like, I understand. Like, fuck you! Have our world gone, we've betrayed ourselves and died in order to try to save it, and now you're gonna help? Like, I can kind of understand that. Just ignore Amaz and I. We're sitting here whispering to each other, crying about stuff that hasn't happened yet. I'm in danger. Okay. Let's go to, oh, not the Rising Stones. Thank God I didn't just warp there yet. This does feel like it shouldn't be the end. This feels like... It feels like, at once, a very satisfying conclusion to the Warriors of Darkness plotline that I was not expecting. I was expecting them just to be kind of evil. But it also feels like I just have to know what happened. Like, Minfilia did say she didn't know how to fix the problem. She hoped that she would be able to come back once she found out how to solve the problem. So, I'm curious, but oh well. Well met, Dekka. Alfino said you would be joining us. It would seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Master's camp. Do you perchance find one in Zahark? Zahark? Actually... And then a bus passes, which is fair. We're right outside the main settlement, so of course there's like a bus line going through there. I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it, it's just... I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. Which was bittersweet, aye, but also... affirming. Alfino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We've been away for far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I fear our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives. And I hope that we might, in turn, offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolute ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to account them. And Taro's tales may well surprise you. Oh yeah, they don't even know what happened in Ishgard, do they? Ida? Game, tread carefully. If you're gonna tell me that Gundabald recognized Ida but didn't know she was here for this entire time, I'm gonna throw a fit. Ida! Long God be praised, it is you! Ida! Alive and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes! Oh, come now. Has it really been so long that you don't remember me? It's Gundabald! I fought beside your father in the revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways. But the resistance were always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope. And young Ida most of all. Okay. did she really avoid going into Little Alamigo this entire time? Because I guess that I can believe a little bit. Hida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission. Till the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, but we feared the worst. And here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right. Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and, as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Pray, forgive her. It's been a long, very long day for us all. I promise, we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. Hell's take me for giving you that mask. Huh. Okay, I'm a little bit confused, but not mad, which is better than I was expecting. Do I even have any... Nope. I don't have any Rising Stones tickets left. We finally used them all, which means that I actually have to spend a warp, don't I? Suppose it's not that... Oh. Oh, this Rising Stones. Oh, shit. Huh. Yeah, that's concerning. That's a whale. Also, I have to call it out before I forget. I very much appreciate Bryce realizing that they were in the shot and then sprinting out of frames so that they wouldn't distract me from being depressed. Very funny. Very well done. Where the fuck am I? That way. Are there more blue check quests for us to take in here? Oh, so there are. Well, you just give me a hard version of every quest, don't you? Ah. Yeah, hard Nidhogg, whatever. I was busy crying over Cat Mom instead of getting out of the shot in time. Only 9 quests left till Stormblood. You're almost there. We're almost there. My question is, what the fuck is Stormblood about then? It has to be about Little Alamigo. We don't have any other hanging plot for it, about Alamigo. We don't have any other hanging plot threads, do we? Warriors of Darkness got taken care of. Estinian got taken care of. Alamigo has happened over the last couple of quests. Like, Stormblood has to be about Alamigo. What else could it even be about? When in doubt, Elegans or Ascians are good guesses. Fair enough. Oh, I wonder who's going to be the antecedent now. Was that Minfilia's old name, the antecedent? Hang on, I have it written down in my notes. It's going to bug me if I don't check. Yeah, antecedent. Welcome home, Dekka. I trust your journey was uneventful. You'll be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Ishtola and Kyle and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at the earliest convenience. Now that our lost friend has been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. I mean, who is it going to be besides Alfino, let's be honest? Maybe Urianger?
Back in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Did anyone ever shampoo the carpet where she bled out?
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here.
Wait, how do you just pronounce
the
her name?
scions of the Seventh
His
Dawn
name?
are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Yeah, Kyle!
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
Just immediately it cuts to me, like, hastily making her a badge.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Can we? That's a great question.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. It would be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
I just realized they didn't get new outfits.
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
Do not trust me as a mediator. I do
But
not.
I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
You were never in a leading position.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Can we make Tadaro antecedent, please?
I would not have it any other way, Tataru.
Tataru.
And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Can I go take a nap, please? Just like 40-year nap. That or whatever the hell Kyle is doing. I'll just hang out with her. Yeah, I'll do the dramatic line.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Dawn Trail? Laying the ground? She said the thing. Well, she said Dawn. I'm taking it though. Alright. The signs of the 7th dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together. That option was a Minfilia quote. Son of a... Damn it, I didn't even realize... If I had known that, it would have hit me like a sledgehammer. Hang on, let me just start crying in the corner. I was gonna do the bit where I stood up and fell over on my Totoro thing, but no.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
who's speaking? Who's the narrator here? Why don't Ida and Paplimo get sick-ass new outfits?
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoir's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Really? I guess.
Thank you. I shall guard it well.
I just got a message in Teams.
There is cause to hope.
I just remembered something I really should have done before I left work today.
For every ending, every parting marks a new beginning.
Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you on that glorious day. True believers are so readily led. Oh, great, it's another fucking Elidibus. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of... My lights just flickered. Alright, well, if I cut out for any reason, my apartment exploded. Be it a host who were so afraid of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. I forgot about those. I genuinely forgot. I won't be snarky, but I forgot. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield those eyes, for weal or for woe. For the barkeep, I'll have some motherfuckers on the rocks. I really thought that would ding. Oh well. Shit! So Ilbert has Nidhogg's eyes. Oh, this is new. Is this new? This feels new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't been wherever this is, but it's an in-game engine, so I assume I'm gonna be here later. Oh, PvP area. So it was here all along. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. This is Cartino. He's doing something in Cartino. Okay, well, we have some notes to update real quick, and we might as well do them now. Because, shit, a lot has happened, hasn't it? Let's take a look. Okay. To be fair, it's not actually that bad. It could be a lot worse. So the first thing I want to do is clear Urianje's name. What do I even write down as like a summary? Trick them into meeting with Heidelin. Do I have Minfilia written down anywhere? Minfilia, there she is. So Minfilia isn't dead. That's reassuring. They went together to the first world, and I might as well write down that they gave their lives to transport between worlds. Let's see. I'm not going to bother writing down all the crystals because I don't think it matters. I'm not going to bother writing down their names because I don't think it matters. Besides that, might as well let Ida. Where did I write her down? Poppymo and Ida last seen fighting Empire. Ida is... I'm going to actually reduce my line here. So Ida is Alamegan. Her father fought with no, I can't really say together with. Nah, this is no, it's fine. Together with Gundabald. Leader of Little Alamigo. Well, that's incomprehensible, but whatever. That's why I should really bump it back up to 4. Poplimo. I'm not gonna wait. I might as well win down. Might as well Minfilia. Gave to Simati to the Warrior of Light. We gave it to Poplimo. Let's see, that's to Mali. I need to write down that, I need to write something about the, Ilbird. So, Alla, Megan, Resistance, so I might as well write down here the Griffin, who is a secretive ultra-violent. Do they have a name for this faction that the Griffin leads, or is he just a faction within the Resistance? I won't write ultra-violent. I'll write aggressive. He's the leader of the Resistance. He's not the leader of the Resistance. He's a faction within it. They were very specific about that. It doesn't seem like the Resistance has like a leader, but he's like he might as well be the leader, but he's not technically the leader. So, secretive, aggressive, newcomer. All right. We're gonna write this. Given Nidhogg's eyes by Elidibus. Not Elidibus. No, yes, Elidibus. Definitely Eobard. Like what? I believe they call them masks. They are, aren't they? Fuck. Well, it doesn't really matter. I might as well like that. Not there. That's not gonna fit there. I think that's it. Oh, I mean, Nero is doing something in Carcino, but I don't really find it worth writing that because it's disconnected from everything and probably not going to be elaborated on until the next expansion. So that is it. Yep. Double cost. I'm just gonna write down that Urianger did a triple cost. We like him. Okay, I think that's it. On the notes, we know where to go but forward. Flamane, do you have any opinions? She was proud and hopeful and looking to the future, so I will too, Deca, I will. I told her everything that happened. She didn't know, and I thought it would be best to come from me. It's strange to think back on the circumstances of our fishing. We were all so very young, so foolish, so powerless. Well, Thancred's gonna bang Minfilia's mom. That's happening. Man. Koch knows where Omega was buried. Neat. I'm just gonna ignore that for right now. Who's saying he hasn't already? Well, he met Minfilia because he accidentally got her dad killed. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to bring cuckoldry into the Final Fantasy XIV story. Like, decently confident. I don't know, but I feel confident. Alright. Man, I'll be honest. One quick, thought roundup before I move on. I have not been that positive about the Final Fantasy XIV story. I've been kind of out of it. Like, Heavensward, the first, full half of it, traveling to go see, meeting Azael and everything and traveling to go see the big dragon whose name I can't remember right now. All of that didn't really grab me that much. ARR didn't really grab me that much. The second half of Heavensward I thought was fine. Not that great, but fine. The main enjoyment I got from this was Hraesvelgr. Thank you. Sorry. Hraesvelgr. Thank you. But, the main enjoyment I got from this game is what I don't have a term for, so I call it the Marvel effect of, once you put so many hours into something, you're like, ooh, I recognize that. Ooh, I recognize that. And your brain feels like it has solved a puzzle more than it actually makes narrative sense or is very enjoyable. Seeing stuff come back and be referenced and be important later is nice, but I didn't think the story was, that good. It was, fine. It started off in AR, I think we can all agree, was pretty poor. First half of Heavensward, it was, fine. And the second half of Heavensward was, good. But all the post-Heavensward stuff has actually been pretty fucking great. Everything, dealing with Estinian, dealing with Alice. everything with the Warriors of Darkness, which, to be honest, I think I laughed when I first saw the Warriors of Darkness introduced, and I still think that they were handled not the best, but when I only have nitpicks, not really criticisms, that's a good sign. Like, the storytelling for the past, like, couple of hours of main story quest has been just great. So that makes me incredibly optimistic for the next set. Now, I'm not sure how Stormblood's gonna go, because no one really sings the praises of Stormblood. It seems like kind of the forgotten child. Maybe it'll be less so. Heavensward was definitely boosted up because it was part of the copy pasta, and I'm not even joking. But Shadowbringers is the expansion that I know everyone lost their fucking mind for. They said it was the best expansion by a pretty good way. And then Endwalker, I know I will cry. This makes me think I will cry. Before, I was like, oh, I'm not really sure. Can it really be that good? But after these last, after how they handled the post-Heavensward storyline, I am more than confident, based on the hype, that Endwalker will make me cry probably multiple times. Which is very funny to me, because I remember I joined a Dan Jones Twitch stream at one point, and I think he was, in the middle of an Endwalker cutscene. And I was just like, what the hell's going on? Why does everyone care so much about this? I don't remember. It was something on the moon. There were a bunch of characters I didn't recognize, and to be honest, I don't remember. But, I can't wait to get to that scene and be like, wait a second, this was the first piece of Final Fantasy XIV that I ever saw, and now I'm crying. It'll be great. I think it was, right before the Endwalker final boss. That's all I can remember. Is it was some vague, very dramatic scene. It seemed like it was the conclusion of something. And then people got mad at me. People got mad, quote unquote, at me. I got timed out from Dan Jones's chat for a second. Because I remember mentioning, oh yeah, it was crazy when you fought that dragon or whatever. And people were like, oh, spoilers for the end of Endwalker. And at the time I was like, what the fuck do you mean? I described the vaguest possible thing. That couldn't have been spoilers at all. And to be honest, holding on to my vague memories of that moment, I still think it was way too vague for anyone to grab onto. But I also think there probably was, and I probably think it was very good reasons for me to be timed out. You kind of describing one of the worst parts of the Final Fantasy XIV community. I don't know. I understand being protective about... These are only vague memories. I'm willing to assume the worst, and that what I said was genuinely a very big spoiler. I'm willing to believe that. I'm willing to assume that. I'm not too proud to be like, oh, I said something completely unrelated, and everyone was like, spoilers! I'm sure I actually was like, oh, that final boss, when you... I'm sure I did the equivalent of oh, when you fought that dragon, what was his name? Nidhogg, and freed, what was his name? Mystinian. That was wild. And people were like, spoilers, Will! And I was like, what? What did I even say? Alright. Let's finish this fucking expansion off. We still got probably another hour or so to go. Ah, Dekka, just the hero I want to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. What is the Diamond Forge? Oh, in here. Oh, I'm not gonna... Whatever this is, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Whatever this is, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Emotionally, I'm not gonna be ready. It's gonna be some memorial thing, and I'm gonna be really sad. I'm sorry, but the carbuncle will always be funny to me. Can we remember that part where Alphinaud's carbuncle caught a fucking flaming arrow in its teeth? Go Carby, right? I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. And then there's a knife in my back. Oh. Am I actually being jumped? Right. Right, everyone. Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. It just cuts to me in a heap on the ground. I was joking. There, all finished. The Warrior of Light's every measurement, from heroic head to intrepid toe. He definitely measured my dick. Anyway. What the hell? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Deca, all in good time. I feel like the maniacal giggle was implied. Also, literally the maniacal giggle animation. Aha! Found you! Alfino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on! We have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. God, Totoro, you little sass master. I'm scared. I'm very scared. If they make me the antecedent, I'm walking out the room. They won't, but, you know, I'm
We're
just...
here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear.
Alfino, everyone just raises their hand.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness, help! I need some help here!
Tataru! Tataru! I don't remember how to pronounce her name. Make her the antecedent, you fucking cowards.
Tataru, are you alright?
Tataru! I remembered how to pronounce it.
I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Tataru.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. Ah, but I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I'll kill you. That took like 2 minutes to set up. It was not worth it. But I'm just gonna keep that right there. Just for the rest of the stream. Just as a reason so that whenever I see Toucan speak, I know that I need to be angry at them. Anyway, this girl was cute.
You say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I shall depart for Lim-Salaminsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich, and encourage him to send an envoy.
Okay, now that is not how that is pronounced.
Tataru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
Papalimo's internal monologue?
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
This is just so different from his normal voice.
'Twas Master Heavensward himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
I'm sorry, I can't take you seriously while you waddle like that.
And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Okay. I don't get it, but okay. He puts on a ominous voice for this. He sounds like me trying to voice a deep voice character, let's be honest. Alright. Back to, Foundation. There's something in my notes which I'm not able to actually read, which scares me. The best I can tell, and I'm putting it in chat, is that it reads like M-E-I-C-R-A-T-E-R. I don't know what this means, but I don't remember writing it down. My crater? What the hell does that even mean? Like, it's obvious, it can't be that word, because that word doesn't mean anything, but I don't recognize what else I was trying to write. Is that a U? Is it like M-E-I-U-R-A-T-R or something? I can tell it's like M-E-I and then blank A-T-E-R. Or Marauder? No, that's not it. Is it? Oh well. Mercadia? Definitely not Mercadia. Are there any other words around it for context? No. And to be honest, I'm not gonna bother trying to explain to y'all like the context around it. I don't remember writing it down. Mercidia? No, because it definitely ends with a T-E-R. And it wasn't mentioned at any point. I think it's just some location that I forgot about. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I forgot that was back in Ishgard, to be honest. Alright, almost done with the expansion. I think we're almost ready to put Machinist to bed for a while. This might be the last stream where I play Machinist for like months. Hey, Lucia. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Emmerich. Excuse me. I'm also going to miss having a gun. However, good news is I'll be getting a gun. It is good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterparts in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I'm very curious who leads the House of Commons. I assume Hilda, but I don't know. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Hilda, because she would not want that job. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handaloop that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Decca, pray attend Lucia to the Gate of Judgments and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury, speed you on your way. The funny thing is that the context of the world of Final Fantasy XIV, the etymology of gun is actually derived from Gunblade. That is Very funny. What the fuck does that even mean? If you have no other business in the city, join me at the Gates of Judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. I'll be honest, I thought I was going to see there were several cutscenes will play in sequence. Message pop up. Oh. Well, the fastest way to go would actually be using this Ethernet, wouldn't it? What are we doing? They invented guns attached to swords before guns. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not, I can see that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone. Not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further in making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Gunblades derived from Queen Gunhilda's blade in Final Fantasy XIV, and the first firearms of the Sang are based off those gunblades. Fucking what? Why do you know all... Listen, I'm the guy who filled up like 2 pages worth of notes about everything that happened in AR and Heavensward. And even I'm like, how the fuck do you know all of this? To be fair, I actually don't know a lot about the lore of this game, even through all of my notes, because they kind of used ARR to set up a bunch of lore, but the main plot of Heavensward didn't really deal with the lore that much of Ishgard. Besides, like, the founding of the city and all that. The actual, like... I guess that is the lore of Ishgard, but whatever, you know what I mean. I don't know... I know a lot of lore about, like, the broad strokes and the kingdoms and everything, but the down and dirty details of the world, I don't know a lot. Will, tell me about Warhammer 40k. I actually can't. I don't know that much about Warhammer 40k. It was one rant. And it wasn't even a cohesive one. The garrison commander awaits within. Why not accompany me, Tekka? You may see a familiar face. Yeah, that's a great question. Who is the garrison commander now that Orshifon... Oh, is it Lord... Is it Emmeline? I fucking knew it! Tekka, old boy. It's wonderful to see you. And Sir Emwick, too. To what do I owe the unexpected pleasure? Okay. Sorry, I needed to rewrite a different part of my notes so I wouldn't have a Mercator moment where I couldn't read something. Camp Dragonhead. Neat. I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse... Nay, do not truffle yourself, Honorite. We shall be on our way. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. And then a bus passes. I don't know why Lucia had a bus in her pocket, but she did. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel in the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. I think it's cute that Emmeline is the commander of a fort, even though I was kind of hoping he would be more like, fuck it, I'm gonna go roam the land or something. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Okay, I get that's supposed to be like touching, but that's really funny. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans, and Honorit's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old boy. I'll take Gridania with you. I'm sorry, can I not laugh a little bit at Orchifont's portrait? Like, right behind the commander's chair? Really? If it was, like, somewhere else, I would get it a little bit. But it's right behind the commander's chair. Alright, back to New Gridania. You know what Emmerich is next to? He's next to the guy who teaches you about the Gunbreaker class. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, I'm so close. Look, they're right there. That's the dude. I'ma shoot him. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by the Blackshot's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us as the... Sorry, Emmerich speaks way slower, doesn't he? I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. Cookie magic! No, come back! It seems we are to have an escort to the lower stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Alright. Gun bonker. Yes, 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 yes. I'm very excited. It's gonna be fun. You know, Gunbreaker was like a class I've hyped myself up for Machinist entering Heavensward. But Gunbreaker was the other class I was hyping myself up for, and I'm finally about to unlock it. It'll be a little bit awkward going as a tank throughout the entirety of the expansion, but I'm still excited for it, and if I get ever bored, I can swap back to White Mage. The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way if you please. Ah, and the Lemetian party as well. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emmerich. Admiral, always a pleasure. And the her that I don't remember. And Decca, I trust you are well? 'Tis a day for reunions. I remembered what her voice is like. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Master Decca, I was glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend the issue at hand. Shall we? That's not her voice at all, but I'm trying. This cutscene will be voiced, and then hopefully my excuses will have less of an excuse. This is a lot of people.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gir Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seetsia. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal. On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
What the fuck? Sorry about that. Could have sworn I heard my door unlocking, which was, pretty fucking scary, to be honest. To be fair, my door is relatively thin, so it was probably just my neighbor getting home, but, like, definitely my neighbor getting home. I can hear the hallway relatively well, which probably means the hallway can also hear me pretty well. But, like, I was convinced that it was my door unlocking, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So, just had to make sure I wasn't, like, getting broken into, basically. But we're fine. Anyway, actual invasions and all that. Where the fuck is my mouse? Oh. Do you see how my mouse is moving at the speed of light? It's because when I drop my headphones down, you're going to have to believe me that I'm moving my mouse like less than a centimeter as I move it back and forth here. When I move my headphones down to run to my door, I accidentally hit the buttons that affect my sensitivity. There we go. Okay.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
Well, shit. Yeah, we're starting war in Alamigo, huh?
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one.
Which is exactly what our enemies are planning for. Or what the
something
Griffin
feels
is planning
awry.
for.
In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Alfino's got a point. This seems like we're falling into a trap. I wonder how long the game's gonna go into Stormblood before revealing, like, yeah, it's Ilberd. I bet it'll be the last cutscene of this. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You've yet to depart. I fear I had missed you. Sir Emmerich. Master Alfino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alice, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I'd hoped to thank Dekka for serving as our escort before other duties called him away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Oh, she was just standing there the whole time, huh? Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's plea for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Caesar to accept us both. I very much appreciate the judge. Oh, son of a gun! I was gonna make fun of that cutscene for that. I was gonna be like, God damn it! They're doing a dramatic moment of his apology, but there was such a long pause that I was led to laugh. And he's like, God, that was an awkward pause, wasn't it? Like, fuck! The writing really is improving as they go along. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with the simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. May have the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Actually, I think I shall pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I am curious to know how Paplimo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at Belsar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. Where is... Oh, hey, it's been added to my map. Gur Abanya. Well, spoilers a little bit, but... Neat. So here's the region we're going to be walking into. Honestly, the thing that concerns me the most is, like, this seems... extensive? This is 3 big new areas. Is this the entire expansion? Probably not, but... Where does that connect, actually? Where does that connect, actually? Over water, from the looks of it. Yeah, looks like that's going to be our leaving point. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. There's only 6 new zones and 2 hub cities per expansion. Makes sense. Where am I going? Revenant's Toll. Back in Mordana. How can this possibly go? Welcome back, Dekka. I don't know about you, but I'm heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother's willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Aw, you sassy little fucker. Just give me gold. Before I forget, actually, you just reminded me to... Where the fuck am I? I don't know why it's so hard for me to realize where I am in the Rising Stones now. Or in Mordona, wherever we are. Can I... Oh, wait, Purveyor Prisms. Can I buy prisms from you? Oh, no, okay, I can exchange prisms from you based on stuff I mine from the looks of it. But, oh well. Oh, I see. Oh, that's neat. So all the crafting jobs have their own glamour prisms, and here you can exchange them for normal glamour prisms. Oh, outdated prisms? Okay, so it's not... Okay. So it's an old mechanic that doesn't matter anymore. Oh, I thought I could sell. Where the hell is there we go, independent merchant. Okay, yes, repair all my shit. But can I not? I'm just trying to find... Oh, mender. There we go. All I really want is to sell my gold real quick. And while I'm here, actually, what does your gun look like? Just out of curiosity. Wait, what level is the gun anyway? Machine's level 45. I guess it's not technically impossible. Not bad. Alright, anyway. Right. I should probably, use this before I forget. If you want to buy prisms, you'll need to rank up in your grand company. Actually, that's a good question. Real fast. How many tickets do I have? I know I must have some. Uh-oh. Yeah, I should probably turn those in, shouldn't I? Of course I'm full on tickets. I've been doing dungeon rotations, haven't I? If sporadically. I've never actually done anything with my grand company, so I don't know if 10,000 is a lot, but might as well turn it in while I'm here. I assume I'll just get like the equivalent of Gil or some shit. Dancers and Limps Elements, I gotta remember that. Right. Turn this in. I'm sorry, just a little bit of maintenance before we finish off the expansion. Just a touch. Back right here? Not you. Who do I talk to here? I assume you? Definitely not. You? Do I have to spend money to... Oh, okay. There we go. Now, mild curiosity, checking stuff. Okay. So there you go. I'm a Storm Corporal now. 10,000 seals, and all you need is a knife. But the first few ranks are just seals for rank. Okay. Out of curiosity, what do I need next then? Sorry, what was that? Rank 1 in the Grand Company objectives of your hunting log. Are you fucking kidding me? My hunting log? Are you fucking kidding me? I have to go kill a bunch of these assholes? At least it's not hard, but Jesus, I'm kind of surprised that that's what I have to do. Okay, I can do that on my own time. And there's a new blue checkmark quest here, which I assume is important, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get back to Mordona. Hi, coffee is tea. Don't tempt me. Don't test me. Right. Back to the quest line. We're finishing this game off. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. This is not suspicious. Hi, Bryce. Oh my god, I had this argument full in my heart when I started this stream, but I do not have the energy. Ah, you are returned from the council. But what of Alfie know? Did something other matter require his attention? Alphino, not Alfino. Mine apologies, friends. I trust we've not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kyle, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Taro is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that! Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial cop between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously... One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin. Some means to convince him to abandon his reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Baelsar's wall. Secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want. I'm coming too! I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It's been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kyle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Leviers? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worst, it would seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Dekka? Gridania will be safer for your presence. And, while it may not seem the most sterling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? Make Taro the antecedent, goddammit! To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Oh god, I accidentally didn't realize how much of a contentious topic this would become all of a sudden. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Baelsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. I'm waiting for the several cutscenes in plain sequence to hit me. Where are y'all going? Papalumo seems inspired. Huh. Yeah, we're definitely gonna end up... Wait, what was the symbol for this? Who? Oh, that's the Griffin. Yeah, that's right. God, how the fuck is Nidhogg gonna play into all of this? Like, he's not gonna be revived. Is he? I don't recognize this place. Oh, wait. Oh, this is like the first... I don't recognize these tents, but this is like the first place in the we're in the East Shroud right now, right? Yeah. Huh. That way is the Sylphs. Why does this place look so new? I think it's just the tents. They're very pink. And this Chocobo Keep. Is this new? Or am I being dumb? Like, I don't... This was not a... Weird. Whatever. Okay. Ah, Dekka, there you are. Come, Amoristic Spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to appraise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy me and the two of you here? We were about to set forth. Indeed. I was about to say 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alfino. We'll have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? It would be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papa Limo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part, I leave to you. God damn it. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? The MSQ does send you over here. I've been here before. I've talked with the Sylphs a lot. There was some people injured at this outpost, I remember. If I remember correctly, at least. But, like, the tents, the pink tents are throwing me off more than anything else. Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. I just don't remember this being like a whole settlement. I remember this being like that building and that's it. But it's whatever. It's just me being a little bit forgetful. Is this the spire? Hi, boys. A little humble, isn't it? Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officers. You will find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. My sister called them cabbage fairies? They look more like lettuce to me. If you boiled them in water, would you make tea? Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. Pippin, my boy! I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind him of why we bothered. If memory serves, I've not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. Ain't that a son of a bitch? Good joke? I don't remember what the joke was. I don't think it was my joke. Report! What? Seven hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company color. Son of a bitch! Impossible. We gave no such order. Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We've been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion against amongst the populace, while the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Dekka, we must make for the wall at once. What, just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin. And if we can do that... Alfie, no, I don't think we're going to convince him of anything. Lady Hilda, may I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Shit. And we're still arguing about tea. Oh, the cabbage lettuce tea joke. Thank you. Shit. You know, this seems so obvious in retrospect, but I did not call it. Of course they would fucking attack as our colors. That makes so much sense. I feel stupid for not having seen it coming, which is how you know it's a good plot twist. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. Yep, that's Ilbert. God, I hope he doesn't get a redemption. Plunging the whole continent into war out of spite. Well-managed spite, well-meaning spite, but still spite, is not a great look. From what Paplimo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but that the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Yeah, this can only go well. We're right before the next expansion, but like, how could this go poorly? Alright, everyone. It's time for the Machinist's Swan Song, the last dungeon that we're going to queue up for. Yeah, might as well. I appreciate you guys helping me not be stuck in queue for 15 ages. Alright. No! Okay. Oh wait, I have to sign. Thought just sign. Okay. That would have been really funny if I accidentally did that. Alright. Let's do it. Dungeon time! I'm a little bit under-equipped for this, but this is it. This is the end of the Machinist. Why do I feel like this is also playing into the hands? Surely seeing the Warrior of Light assault the wall will just lend credence to the fact that we're attacking it. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it now. God bless if the first thing we do is immediately party wipe. No, so this is what it's like to have competent tank and healer players. As opposed to when I'm doing it. Open the gate! shit. There we go. There we go. Alright, first mini-boss. Is there anything I should know about? Probably. But it'll be fine. I remember to activate that at least. Shit, that's me. Shit, that's me still. That's a tank buster. That's not me having to worry about anything. That's nice and easy. I should probably... There we go. And we could probably burst through the rest of this, right? No, I don't think we can. Shout out to me for remembering that my mitigation existed. Alright. Loot, please. Give me something good. Nope, can't use it. I think that said braces of aiming. But they're probably not as good as my braces, are they? Healing. Oh, actually, that is still a need, though, isn't it? Agreed. Ah, well. Not my class anyway. Those are definitely a pass, and those are definitely a pass. Anyway, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that we were getting swarmed. I was busy looking at glamour. You understand. Not as big of a threat as I thought it was, honestly. It just looked big and I got scared. Where the fuck are we? Why are we in some sort of massive conveyor belt? Ah, that seems slightly more of a big deal. And yet it isn't one. Nice and easy. How much damage does this do anyway? 140. And this in full combo does 280. So it is kind of better to attack one guy at a time. And yet also not. There's some optimization I could probably do here, but it's just outside my realm of possibility. Easy does it. Most AUs are better with 3 or more targets. Yeah, I'm just trying to do the math. Ow, dickheads. Why are we here? Is this a boss fight or is this the exit? This is the exit, okay. Oh, and there's also a mini-boss. Good to know. Armored weapon? Why does this feel like a reference somehow? Please fight so I cannot waste my combo. I'm watching it. I'm waiting for it to go. Is this the guy with the stop mechanic? No. Oh, I missed it. The what? Big caution. Last boss is sloppy. Means don't do anything. What? I feel underprepared for this, but alright. If you get the caution symbols, completely cease all activity. What the fuck is the caution symbol? Oh god! Okay, so now I shoot? Okay. Deploying magic slashes. Okay, so when I see this caution symbol, don't do anything. That's a lot of boys. Okay, I don't see anything yet. I'm scared to use my... Oh, caution symbol. No, no, no. Stop. I stopped! Can I fight again? Okay. I think I did that right, and he just happened to target me. I think I did that right. Might as well save my battery. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. Healing, greed, and fending is a pass. Alright. A 7. Noise. What does a 7 mean in this situation? I don't know, but it's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Hey, it's our friend. Oh, shit. That's satisfying to take down the rest of its health pool with just one shot. That's machinist damage. I assume. That or it was not actually that tough, but it would make me feel better knowing it was machinist bad. You did good. Thank you, Bryce. I find that reassuring. Be able to run faster because I remembered I had that ability. Ah, shit, I can't actually keep up with everyone. Oh, these bastards. What did they actually say there? Oh, I didn't catch it, and it's not on the event log. I'm sure that nothing will go wrong. Fending pass, scouting pass, casting pass. Oh, a 7 on the root dice roll. I get it. Alright, hey Ilbert, are we dropping the pretenses? Yep, okay. Oh my god! Who could have known? Me, it was well, they're dead. I wanted to fight him. I didn't know that poke was an actual emote. All I need to know is don't get sloppy. Shaka, the radical Alamigan leader, was the radical Alamigan leader. Alright. Don't get sloppy. I'm 100% a sloppy boy, so, I don't have much faith in myself. Ow? Okay.
How'd you like this?
Do I have to watch out for the mechanic where he hits us all again? I feel like I probably do. What the fuck? I can't move. Okay.
Sloppy.
I don't like that. Got to use this.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Oh, don't get sloppy. I get it.
Sloppy.
Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it.
For Alamigo!
Should I be worried about those? Ow.
I have you now. How'd you like this?
Oh, shoot that. Okay. I didn't even think to do that. Don't look at him. Got it.
Yeah!
Ow! You dickhead.
Sloppy.
Why am I in... I appear to be connected. Probably should use my group mitigation when that thing came up or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Sloppy.
Oh fuck, I didn't get out of there. I thought I would have it.
Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy.
Damn it. Alright. I only say damn it because I fucked up using my crit drill at the end, but it's fine. Bryce doing a cover. We're doing it. Who could have known it was Ilbert the whole time? I never could have known. Alright, everyone. Code of Healing. Great. Who could ever have known? I am so shocked. Alright, and now we have to go through a cutscene of everyone else being shocked. Also, hi, Saren. Here we go into Stormblood.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
Are you teasing your NSFW Patreon? Oh, no. Sorry, that was a joke that formed in my brain, and to be honest, the logic for the joke would take way too long to explain.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Buddy, you have no bad idea how badly you fucked up.
Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
And then they all die. Who? Oh, no.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
Oh, shit. I don't recognize the name Laurentius, though. I have no idea who that is. He's a fuck up who helped you fuck up a little less.
Vanguards! Attack!
Wait, is this the guy who... Whatever.
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Remember the Gridanian guard guy who was taking Garlean money? Actually, I do. I thought that might have been him. Huh. But I couldn't remember.
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Oh, that's brutal.
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Oh, damn. Okay. Shit. For a second, I was like, maybe I'll jump in and help them, but nope. Brutal murder. So his intent was never to hold the wall. It was just...
Gods help us. What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful.
Well, shit. Okay.
Mighty Rolger. Grant us the strength to crush. Oh.
Damn it, Armaz, I wouldn't have gone there if you hadn't said it. Fuck. I mean, well played, but give it like a second for it to happen in the cutscene before you tell me.
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Do not accept.
Ill bird. I should have known.
Agreed. You should have known.
This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat?
With the moment of my triumph so close at hand, you truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
Can I just shoot him in the head right now?
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Alright, fine. I guess I should have seen that coming, but it's hard for me to get excited about it now.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
It happens. I'm not mad or anything,
Hells
but
you
you know.
will.
Go, Ida! Oh, she's dead. Okay, she's alive. That's a fairly dramatic pose. So what
An
is...
ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
Ooh, that was a fucking frame. Okay. I like the idea that that's it. It's just like, oh, I guess it didn't work. Summoning's done then. Oh, fuck. We went into pre-rendered cutscene territory. At least... I'm not sure if this is pre-rendered or if it's just unique poses and stuff. It's kind of hard to tell. I think this is in-engine. It's just filtered. Shit, that's creepy. I recognize that song, but can't actually place it.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days.
Unless your dumbass gave him the staff.
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timptomati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works.
I always did wonder why Papalymo and Ida didn't come up in fan art.
It is time to leave! Quite right. Quickly now, off you go! The further away, the better!
No! If you're staying, then so am I!
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this! Take her! Please, you have to take her!
Is it too early to talk about?
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Is it too early to talk about the fact that they bought in? Oh. Oh? Son of a bitch! I wasn't expecting this. Fine, fuck, I don't want to do it, but he's telling me to go. I have to assume this is a false choice, but like, fine, fuck.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Oh, he gets the same smile that Levier did. Louisoix, sorry. To be fair, his last name is Levier. Well, shit, okay. Oh great, now I have to actually do voice acting, fuck. I wonder if I can still make myself cry on command. Hang on. Let's try this. Can I still make myself cry on command? I only even tried it once. Hang on. No, I don't think I can do it. No, I can't do it. Alright, well, let's try to make this sound at least somewhat heartbroken and not awful. Why? That wasn't very good. Why didn't they let me stay? Paplimo is my friend! I should have been there with him. I should have known how to pronounce his name. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louisoix wore the same look right before the end. Alright, well, don't call it out. Do you think I don't know that? I know, alright? I know! There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us all off guard. Even Deca was powerless to stop him. But don't call me out! We all fucked up. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Paplimo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. I'm gonna be honest. I never really felt that much. I feel the same way about this I do about Moonbrita. Like, yeah, fine, good for the story, but I'm not that sad that Paplimo is dead. I'm sure I will be later, but, you know. Oh my god, we're not dead yet. I actually thought I was going to be done like an hour ago. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and appraise our companions of all of this. Pray, make your way there at once. I will send word to Istol and the others of our imminent return. Any words from everyone? Well, shit. You know, I was wondering how they were going to set up for the next arc, but Will's sad line delivery actually almost made me cry. Fuck yeah! Yes, 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 yes. I mean, I'm so sorry, but like, you know. I understand that you're heavily invested in the story, and probably an outlier. But if I can get to the point where I make people cry by reading stuff, I'll be so happy. So I'll take this victory. It's probably also like, you know, someone said Endwalker stuff got amplified in retrospect. So it doesn't hit me as hard yet, but I'm sure they'll make this way sadder in the future. Yeah, Paplimo and Ida were always, like, the least expanded upon characters. Thancred and Istrola, I feel like, even got more to... Maybe Thancred was the only one with any real time, because he got Norded. So he was the only one that actually felt like a character. To be fair, Istrola wasn't much of a character either until she got the whole, like... She got a lot of time to shine in Heavensward. I'm a little bit sad. You know, I wish they'd given Paplimo time to shine in Stormblood and then did his sacrifice. But I understand that they want Ida to be a tragic character in Stormblood, trying to fight to take back her homeland and, like, learning what that means. And I understand why the dynamic with Paplimo wouldn't really work well. Because Paplimo was honestly too smart. He's less emotionally involved. He would be consoling Ida. I think they could have made it work, but I also fully understand why they were like, if we kill Paplimo off, we can have that emotionally resonate, and we can do more interesting stuff with Ida in the expansion. So I trust them to, like, sell this well, but I'm not really, like, crying that Paplimo is dead. Then again, I didn't really cry when Moonbreeder died either. It would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye. Behind the griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilberd. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. And then a bus passes. I don't know how a bus got inside the rising sand. It's kind of weird, but I guess they installed a loading bay. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Paplimo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I didn't even know he was the pupil of, we just corrected me and said what his name was, but I didn't even know he was a pupil of the guy until 5 minutes ago. Though, to be fair, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilberd came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the Sea of Clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind-aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian. But now is not the time for idle speculation. Kyle, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let's be about it, then. Wait, without so much as a by your leave. Pray, forgive Archani Stoller her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I, too, must contend with this grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, Lady Alice, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. This is not me crying, this is actually just my eye itching. Ow. Damn it. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Paplimo's sacrifice. Did they turn Kyle into a fucking Lalafell, or is this a different Kyle? This is the same Kyle that has been in Final Fantasy XIV. So, yeah. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilberd's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. Kyle's a character in Final Fantasy V as well. Makes sense. School's out forever. Son of a bitch! Really? That's what they named the achievement? Oh my god. How much longer do we have? We must be like... I have to finish this fucking thing. But first, real fast, we have a few notes to update. Just real quick. Just real quick while we're here. Okay. God, I didn't know Paplimo and Ida would become so important. Where did I write? Okay. I'm gonna write... Let's see. So, the resistance. It's spelled with an A, isn't it? No, that's not right. It's... What the fuck? How do you spell resistance? Okay, it is with an A. Weird. Bouncing Bears moment for me, just because I'm stupid. The resistance disguised... as... the... Alliance... attacked. What was the name of the guy who like turned the Laurentius? I'm just gonna write this. Ilberd via Laurentius called in Garlean mechs and had the resistance slaughtered. Ilberd throws himself and Nidhogg's eyes off the wall. All the desperation plus the aether from the eyes, they were very important, plus the aether from the eyes summons. So I have a question. What would have happened if I chose to stay with Poplimo? I assume someone would have like kidnapped me or something, or maybe he would have blasted me back onto the ship. I assume that's not like a real choice. I assume that's just like a what would your character do type of moment. For the eyes summons and quote unknown end quote primal. And then hang on, I have the god that they said written down somewhere in my notes up here. Alamigo. Alamigo, where's Alamigo? Where's Alamigo? Deity is Valgar. Yeah, that was the guy. Probably. Valgar. The Alamigan. Patron deity. At least I'm assuming he's the patron deity. For some reason, I have it in my brain that he's like a god of war, but I don't actually remember that. He fucking decks you. Fantastic. Paplimo. Sacrifices himself to seal the primal. Okay. All in all, a pretty fucking good way to throw us into Stormblood. Like, I wasn't, even though I should have seen it coming, I did not see the resistance. Like, I knew something was up, but I should have known, like, of course the resistance is going to be tricking us all. M. Nongo is a friend of those in the Resistance. Honestly, she didn't come up besides warning us, so I'm not going to write her name down. Should probably write that Emmeline Asshole's son took over Camp Dragonhead. Do you think that's going to be a political faux pas at some point? Emmeline's going to be like, of course, yes, thank you for meeting with me, dragons. Come meet me with my camp. What's it called? He's known as the Destroyer, which is probably why you assume he's a war god. Yeah, that's fucking promising, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's it. Again, I kind of feel the need to write down M. Nago's name here somewhere, but it's such a mess down here, and she was there for like 5 seconds to deliver a message, and I'm sure that when she's important, because she will be important, I'll have plenty of time to write it down in my Stormblood notes. Okay. Let's finish this thing so I can go to bed. Dekka, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before... A communication from the Alliance! One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the Primal, of course. As of Y'shtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I'm told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes real quick. I'm gonna label, I want to label the thing the cocoon. Which isn't a great name, because I think cocoons... I don't know a lot about bugs. I don't know if cocoons hatch, but... Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I'm told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. I already read that. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Taro's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. Ask Saren, I hear there, Moth. I'm not sure I believe that. Oh, I didn't even realize! Hi, Carl Weiser. You're a cutie. Sorry, I was distracted. To be fair, I think that was while I was in the middle of all the cutscenes. Oh, who's this fucker? So when was the Samurai class added? Because I assume it was in Stormblood.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
Stormblood, yeah.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Nah, right, man, is he?
Yes, you're in Eorzea.
Ah, a plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again.
Samurai and Red Mage were added with Stormblood. Oh, so Alisaie's job reveal was much more significant than I thought. That makes sense.
You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port. Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order.
And then he just falls over.
Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
They're coming for you, Samurai. I feel like this guy in Hildebrand.
Good God, man. Are you alright?
I fucking knew it, but also I wasn't actually expecting it.
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Huh. Is he a Charlian then? Oh my god. It's almost 1 AM. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. You know, for some reason that makes me want to replay the minigame for Pokemon Stadium 2. Yeah, I was in Pokemon Stadium 2. Soon. Soon. I'm excited. We're almost there. We're almost there. This is a good place to stop. No, we haven't hit cutscenes yet. Also, I need to finish this quest. Welcome, Warrior of Light. This way, if you please. The Lickitung sushi game? Oh, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of the log chopping game that I was really bad at. I was inconsistent at, I should say. Is it a stock? It must be a stock sound effect, right? I feel like it's the exact same effect.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon, of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Really, I'm so close to being done. With 3 people telling me to give up now.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
How did you even get here?
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
Thank you, Emmerich.
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
I really hate that gem in your forehead.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanow since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity.
I am just waiting for literally everyone here to be like, oh, that's you! And then they just all draw their weapons and kill him.
And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame?
You know, something I never really thought about is I wonder how they deal... Hang on, wait for him to speak. No,
Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I was wondering, like, that shot in particular just made me start wondering about how they go about framing shots with the Warrior of Light, when they, like, can be between, like, 2 feet tall and, like, 10 feet tall, depending on whatever species they're playing as and how they adjusted the height slider. Like, I'm a pretty tall character. Even though I think I'm actually maybe on the short for a male, whatever my race is again, size. But, like, normally they just have, like, pulled out shots. Sometimes I get shots of Krit's booba. Thank you, Saren. But, like, with a sweeping shot like that, I wonder how they best frame it.
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
You smug cunt.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Hell no! Do I get a choice here? No, but I'll keep an eye on him. Where's the option for me pulling out my gun?
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. It would seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Aww.
My blade is yours.
Just no emotion, just looking straight at Nero. Oh, I like Yugiri. I hope she actually plays a part in Stormblood. She was...
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
Was Yugiri in Heavensward at all? Not really, no. Oh, the pat on the back. Yeah, completely absent. Which is kind of surprising in retrospect, considering how, like, focused they were on setting her up as a character at the end of ARR, and then they just didn't do anything with her in Heavensward. So I'm assuming now that she's showing up again, she'll actually play a part in the next expansion. Well, that was a rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Neo chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. Alright, well, I have been advised repeatedly that I have to end it there. A gift? Oh, but what am I gonna get though? I bet it's like a wind-up Nero or something. Right. Just kind of assuming. Oh, Dan is making the mistake of still streaming. We should go raid him. We can yell at him to go to bed. We shouldn't. He's welcome to work as late as he needs to. Are you willing to stay up until 2 a.m.? Yes. Did I almost fall asleep at work today? Also yes. So I'll happily raid off to Dan because there's some important shit I should probably get done tomorrow. Oh, before I go, let's do a quick update. Keeping an eye on the timer now because I've definitely put myself in a timer. Should probably write... Where am I going to put this? Where do I put this? I guess just over here. Sid hasn't been a part of it. No, Sid was actually a part of this. He was a part of it up here. But that's way too far away. Let's just keep all of this stuff down here. So let's just write the Omega weapon down here. How much time do I have left? Not a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna update my notes off stream. It's not gonna be that interesting. So yeah, go enjoy Dan Jones's art. He's drawing some shit right now. Did he have a guest on?
And also,
yeah, he's got Shib on, at least, and I think maybe someone else. So go tell them that they're cute and have fun. All this. Bye! Bye-bye! Have a good one. Oh, they're already gone.
Makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
But yeah, with,
Shib
like,
and Todd.
Shakespeare and stuff, we would
Alright.
always like either.
Goodbye, YouTube.
if
I'm
we
gonna
were
go
lucky
update my
enough,
notes.
we could go and
Later.
see it in person if they were putting